You don't have to shake a flag, wave a bag, or make them deal with it to desensitize. You just have to help them foster confidence. Welcome back to Positive Connection Equine Training, where we focus on fear-free and science-based tactics in horse training. Today, we're walking through the process of allowing a horse to desensitize themselves to something that they're unsure of. Let's jump right in. Here at first glance, we see some mild signs of concern. So Sadie's pretty perked up, glancing over at the shed. She's got her body is a little bit stiff, but she's still eating grass and kind of observing her environment. You do notice her slowly approaching diagonally rather than head-on here, and you can notice how pronounced her neck muscles are, which shows that she's not 100% comfortable. She's also got pretty fixated ears and is blowing out a bit hard of her nostrils, and her lowering her head a bit back and forth is a light calming signal that she can use, but it also doubles with the ability to let her take a look at the canoe that she's unsure of from different angles and height perspectives. She's also adjusting so that she can use more monocular vision, which helps with depth perception. What's also really interesting here is you aren't just hearing her blow out, but you're also watching her inhale fairly strongly to kind of determine if she can translate the smells of everything that she's really coming up to. Sniffing at the ground in this case can also be used for calming or displacement behaviors. She ends up rotating to be closer to me, but continues to eye that area and sniff at the ground, again as a regulation tactic. At this point, she tells me that she's feeling that she needs to pause, so she disengages with the item and continues to regulate through sniffing, a little movement, and then chooses to return to exploring again on her own. I want to emphasize that at no point do I ask her to do anything here. I'm just a supporter holding the end of the lunge line. She continues to move closer, and you can tell from her self-imposed break that her body language coming back in is already softer than before. So her eyes are softer, her muscles are less tense, and she's a little bit less of a dragon. She does check in with me for reassurance, and all I do is tell her that she's great, and she continues on for a moment before deciding, yep, needs another break. So we head over to the grass for a minute, and you actually see a face rub here, which is not a coincidence, but another calming signal to help return to baseline. And you also kind of see this dramatic snatching at the grass, which is fairly common when we see a horse with some anxiety or concern around something. After another 15-30 seconds, she's good to go, and she brings me back over to re-engage. The next clip, I started a bit late, but she walks straight up to it this time, starts to touch, sniff, and investigate the actual boat. You see she's unsure and checks in with me at the end, but is really opting to stay and explore. And by that last clip, we see fairly soft body language, and she ends after this by playing with the pieces of the boat and feeling pretty confident. I hope this quick body language reading for desensitization was helpful for you. Again, it really helps support the channel if you like, comment, and subscribe here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again next time.